What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto Blitz, your home for your crypto fix. I'm your host, Ripple Van Winkle. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing day. It's the weekend. It is ice cold down here in Southwest Florida. Woke up in the 50s this morning. It's kind of late, almost March. Still, we got another cold front pushing on in. When will it end, folks? Ready for just 90s every day, all day. That's it. It's coming. I know it's coming. Everyone's probably laughing at me. They're like, it's 50 degrees, Rip. What are you complaining about? It's minus 10, 20 where I am. We got snow coming. You're complaining about 50-degree weather? I am. Fortunately, I am. In this episode, we're going to talk about the SEC, what they are currently doing, because it looks like the XRP ETF, the clock has started. It looks like we're going to get an H-bar and Litecoin ETF as well. We're going to look into Ondo because a major player in the game is buying a lot of Ondo right now. And there's a reason for it. We're going to take a look at Chainlink. Then we are going to talk about the Bybit hack and the price of XRP, where we're going, what it looks like, when is the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit coming to an end. I got all these answers for you, so sit back, relax. Let's jump into it. Bitcoin coming in. After yesterday, we saw the hack. We saw the prices react, of course, because there was a hack. Prices started to go down. It was almost like beautiful timing because if you listen to the morning's video, we talked about the price of XRP. If you're in the Patreon group, even if you're the lowest tier member for $5, we talked about the price and where all the support levels were going to the downside. And I told everyone, just be patient. This is going to happen. This needs to happen. And then we are going to go back up with the next targets explained. It's that simple. So right on cue, as the video dropped, guess what happened? The price of XRP started to go down. We knew it was coming. Nothing to be worried about. That's why you should be a member of the Patreon group. You'll know what to expect and when to expect it and when we believe it's coming, so you aren't having any fear. Ethereum coming in at 2,740. It's down 2.3% as XRP still remains the number 3 crypto, coming in at $2.59. It is down 2.66% in the last 24 hours. Both your stables, USDT and USDC, coming in at their dollar pegs as the total crypto market cap is coming in at $3,179 billion. Now, Crypto BitLord is doing everything he can to try to pump the price of XRP and make it go to the moon. He says it's quietly loading up for the next push to $7.20. He's like, many non-believers have been shaken out. That's facts. A lot of people who aren't a believer, who don't understand the XRP ecosystem, they are gone. They have been shaken out of the markets. Only the strong will survive. That is how it has always been for XRP. We make up the group of the strong, the elites. We are going to survive here. Is XRP quietly loading for its next push to 720? I wouldn't say in its next push. I believe the next push gets us above resistance of 282. Once that is broken and we have takeoff for that $3 range, we will see that $3 to $4 range finally get broken, and we will have price discovery and a brand new all-time high on XRP. Eric put this out. This is interesting. Canary just filed an amended S1 for their H-bar ETF. Usually you only amend after comments from the SEC. This echoes Litecoin, which also did an amendment. And Flip, no 19B4 yet. Need to get that going. And so looks like Canary heard something back from the SEC, so they went back to the drawing board. They rewrote it up, redrew it up. It looks to me like we're going to not only see an XRP and a Solana ETF, but we're going to get an H-bar and a Litecoin as well. I told you all it took was the first approval of these Bitcoin ETFs, because now everyone knows exactly what the SEC is looking for in this paperwork, the correct verbiage, and now they can frame these other ETFs alongside it. So expect a lot of ETFs to come out. In a perfect world, the next ETF that is launched is XRP and XRP only, because I'd rather see a massive chunk of institutional money flood into XRP instead of getting, 4 or 5 ETFs coming in at the same time and then money gets split and sprinkled across the board. J-Chain says Ondo's leading the real world asset charge. Ando Finance is dominating RWA sectors with the highest transaction volume in the space. Tokenized assets are proving to be one of the biggest narratives this cycle, and Ando is sitting at the forefront. It says Ando's OUSG is now listed on Acerta, expanding access to tokenized US treasuries in Europe. More liquidity, more adoption. He has a little chart down here looking at this. Looks like it's coming to the end of the line here. And it's going to shoot on back up. Can it go back to $1? Yeah, maybe. Like, we would need Bitcoin to retest that $90,000 range. And look, Bitcoin's not out of the woodwork just yet. If you have noticed, it is floating in the mid $90,000 range, like we told you about. 94 to 97, it really likes that range. Now, we're either going to get a breakout to the upside above 104, which would then retest the all-time high of around 108, or we're going to see this thing drop back down to the lower 90s, which would cause some more, downward movement on everything across the board. Where are we going to go? Well, at the moment, it's kind of up in the air. No one really knows. We all thought that this Bybit hack that just went down was going to be the catalyst to drive us to the downside. So this is the second largest hack in crypto history. The second largest hack in crypto history. What was the first? Well, I guess we can call it FTX, right? Was the first. Second, Bybit. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And this is why we talk about not having your crypto on the exchange. Bybit says they're taking out loans. I'm pretty confident here. Bybit has enough money to pay everyone back. They're taking out loans. But it's awful because you know what happens? When a hacker gets a hold of coins, what is the hacker going to do? He's going to dump the coins. When the hacker dumps the coins, what happens to the assets that he's dumping and the assets that are closely tied to it? Well, it drags the market down. But we come to find out that the hacker was bridging all of his ETH to Solana. Craziness, right? They're just moving it around. Here's the thing. Whoever the hacker is, I know the picture's kind of bad quality. I do apologize. Let's see if we get a better one here. Whoever the hacker is, if they think that they're going to be able to get away with this, I mean, it's very simple what they're going to do. They're going to send this thing through mixes. They're going to try to break it up, chop it up, spit it out into a crazy amount of different wallets, trying to, shoot a little across this exchange, that exchange, here and there, go on DEXs, try to do everything they can to dump the money. But they can trace everything. Everything is traceable. Arkham put it out. We've compiled a list of Bybit hacker wallets. They hold 1.37 billion of Ethereum, and they have used over 53 wallets so far. My comment was, this is the most wallets Ethereum has seen spun up in quite some time. But you can see, they know exactly where this money is going. Like, everything can be traced. They put some over on Uniswap. Bybit, removed it. Here's the cluster. Spit out more wallets up here. They're trying to break it up, and they're trying to pretty much lose the people who are tracking this. But there's going to be, at some point, an exit ramp. That exit ramp is where they're going to get caught. I don't know what they're going to be able to do with this money. I really don't. It's a dead end. I don't know. Well, I guess they can use, there's a couple of exchanges that are still out there that do not require KYC. That's going to let you use, withdraw, a half a Bitcoin, maybe a Bitcoin a day. But to get 1.97 billion off, or 1.6 billion, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time. But you know what's going to end up happening? They're going to move to one of those exchanges. Authorities are going to step in, DL on the back end, and be like, look, tell us the bank account information. Where is this money being sent? And they're gonna nag them. Michael's like, if Trump is buying Link, Link is a must-have to connect banks with DeFi. Remember, Link is partnered with Ripple. Chainlink, kind of at the bottom of this range here on it. This thing is going to push up. It is going to have a breakout. I firmly expect an easy 5x on Chainlink this cycle. And I think that is a super low-end price prediction for it. Then we get this. Grayscale's XRP ETF 19B4 filing has officially been posted to the Federal Registry. All this means is that the clock starts now for the SEC Gov to engage and either approve or deny on or before October 18th. So we have the Coinbase lawsuit versus SEC is over. Which one do you think's coming next? Ripple versus SEC, that's going to be over soon. Yes, it's a little bit more complicated, difficult than the SEC lawsuit because Judge Torres has already issued that Ripple was to pay, well, I think it was like 120 million if I'm remembering the numbers correctly here. But at the same point, it's going to end. You know, if Ripple ponies up that money and just pays it and puts an end to this thing, or if they agreed to a lower price. At the end of the day, this lawsuit will come to an end. I just think it's going to take another couple of weeks, maybe a month, because of, you know, the previous ruling by Judge Torres on it. But the ETFs are coming regardless if the lawsuit is still intact or if it's not intact. Hey, let's get that pump, like BitLord said, to $7.20. I'm going to leave it like that. Look, wash your damn hands, be nice and be kind to each other. Ripple Van Winkle is out.